Hello guys and welcome back. So in the last lecture we learned about Fibonacci. We had a brief introduction and we learned about the origin of Fibonacci. We learned about the application, how it appears in beauty, in nature, in biology, and so on and so forth. Okay, and we also saw how designers use it. So in this video we are actually going to be doing two things. We're going to learn how to create the Fibonacci spiral, which is the first one, and then the second thing we're going to do is we're going to learn how to create the Fibonacci circles, okay, which designers use to create designs. Okay, so the Fibonacci spiral is what we looked at here, this thing, the spiral, okay, and we use it to compare things like nature, okay, like this, things like this. So we use the Fibonacci spiral. So this is the Fibonacci spiral. So we're going to learn how to create it and also how to create the Fibonacci circles, which designers use in logo design. Okay, so the first thing I'll do is, of course, create my new project. Then I'll give this, I'll just create. And then come and hit Shift 0 or Shift O rather to create a bigger artboard, right? To expand my artboard like this. Okay, with this one, and then what we're going to be using to create this is the grid tool, the rectangular grid tool, which is here. And this is the rectangular grid tool, so just come and select it, okay, and then click on the artboard, and for width and height, just make this 100 and 100, and then for numbers, just make this 25, well, let's say 30 by 30, then create. Perfect. Now we can centralize it or align it to the middle, then expand the grid like this. Perfect. Now what I want to do is I want to reduce the opacity of my grid. So select my grid, come to opacity here, and then come to opacity under properties, and then just reduce the opacity like this. Maybe make this 28. Perfect. I'm going to just click here to lock the layer. Okay, so I'm not able to select the layer right now. So the next thing I'll do is I'll just create a new layer on top of my layer. So I'm just going to zoom in and start to create my Fibonacci spiral. Okay, so like you remember the concept of Fibonacci starting with 1. Okay, starting with 1. So we're going to start with one box here. So this is the first box. We're going to make sure this is a perfect box, and so this is a perfect box. So remember we start with 1, and then 1 plus 0 is another 1. So we're going to have another one separate box here. Okay, so we have 1 and 1. So now 1 plus 1 is 2. So it means we're going to have two boxes. So we're going to have 2 boxes horizontally and vertically. Okay, so it means we're going to now select one of these boxes, hold down Alt and drag like this. So you see now we're going to have it like this. Now we're going to expand this box like this, and then this one like this. Okay, so now you see we have 2 boxes. We have 1 1 1 1. Okay, now 2 plus 1 is 3, so it means we'll need to have 3 boxes. So 3 horizontal, 3 vertical. So what do? We select an existing one, hold down Alt and drag it to the right hand side, and then just expand it. So we have 1 2 3 like this, and 1 2 3 like this. Perfect. So what do we do next? We do 3 plus 2, which is 5. So where do we have 5? Let's come up and see 1 2 3 4 5. So we can have 5 here and 5 here. So select one of the boxes, hold down Alt and drag it up, and then we're going to now 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, and then 5 upwards. 1 2 3 4 5. So this is what we have. 1 2 3 4 5. Perfect. So what do we have next? We have 5 plus 3, which is 8. So we're going to have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. You get? So all you need to do is to hold down Alt and drag this guy to the left hand side, drag it like this, and then like this. So let's see if we have up to 8 here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 8 has to come down here. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so as you can see, we are making progress. So we can stop here if we want. Well, let me just do one more. So 8 plus 5 is 13, right? So let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So we can just drag this guy like this, and now we're just going to have it like this. Okay, but it then means we will have to adjust the position of these other ones, so we can have up to 13 here. Okay, so we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So we need it to end here. Drag it like this. So this is what we now have. The next thing we'll have to do now is to start creating our spiral. Okay, so our spiral will come like this, come like this, come like this, come like this, and like this. Okay, so how do we do that? We just come to the edge here and click. That's using our pen tool. Okay, so we click here also, and then we just hold down shift and just make this curved like this, and come here and click here also, and then come here to the end here and click here and hold down alt or shift rather, and just drag it like this. Okay, drag it like this to make it curved, and when you're satisfied, you now release it, and then we now click here also, drag it up. When you're satisfied, you leave it. Then you now click here also at the edge here, drag it like this, click here, drag it, click here, drag it. So if we had it bigger, it means we just keep going and going and going. Okay, we can actually adjust some of these things. Okay, we can actually adjust this curve. Okay, so let's work with something like this. Click here, let's work with something like this. Okay, let's just adjust it a bit like this, and work with this, work with this. Maybe I'll just drag this one like this. Okay guys, so you get the point. This is all about this Fibonacci spiral. Okay, so I'm just going to Control X to cut it, and I'm going to create a new layer and Control F to paste it. So I'm going to lock this layer, probably hide the both layers. Okay, now guys, this is what we have for our Fibonacci spiral. So this is how to create the Fibonacci spiral. Very simple. Now let's try importing and compare with our Fibonacci spiral. Okay, so come to File, Place, and then Fibonacci golden ratios and grids used in logo design. So you just come to this folder, Fibonacci golden ratios and grids used in design. So select the Fibonacci initial image, the PNG image, and place. So just click and drag. Okay, so now we have some images which we can use to compare our Fibonacci spiral. So I'm just going to arrange and bring to front. I'm going to scale up my stroke. Okay, and now I can compare my images with my Fibonacci spiral. Okay, so I'll just duplicate this one. I'm just going to fit it in place immediately, and here is our Fibonacci spiral fitting perfectly with this image we have here, this shell image we have here. Now I'm just going to hold down Alt and drag it up, okay, on this elephant trunk image. I'm just going to rotate it like this. I think I need to reflect it, so transform and reflect, okay, and okay. So now when I fit it here, when I fit it here, you can see that it's fitting perfectly. It's fitting perfectly. So we can see that our trunk follows our Fibonacci spiral. Maybe I'll just make this a brighter color so you can see how the whole thing plays out. So you can see, guys, it fits perfectly to our image. Fits perfectly to our image. Maybe even reduce the size a bit. Okay, even this one I can just actually scale it down. So guys, this is it. Okay, this is it, perfect. Now we can do the same with these other images. Alt and drag and kind of rotate and scale it. Okay, now when I fit it in place, we can see that it fits perfectly. It fits perfectly. Okay, yeah, so that's it for this one, and even this other one. We do it like this, we see that it fits perfectly. So guys, that's the concept of Fibonacci in relation to nature and the Fibonacci spiral. Okay, so this is just for experiment purposes. We're not really going to use this in our design, so I'm just going to delete this image and delete every other thing we have. Sorry, let me just undo and delete the images first. Sorry, the spirals first. Delete, and then delete the image. Perfect. Now we are going to create our Fibonacci of circles. Okay, so how do we create our Fibonacci circles? All we do is we come to our ellipse tool and then come here and create it like this. Now I'm just going to hit I for my eyedropper tool and sample this one to copy the stroke width. Okay, and maybe I'll just enable the grid here and then scale this one down and scale this one down. Okay, and then scale this one up. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure everything fits very perfectly. So here fits perfectly, here fits perfectly, here fits perfectly, and here also fits perfectly. Perfect. So hold down Alt, drag this one to the right hand side, and now we have the second one here. Okay, so drag to the lower box and scale it up so that we have the other one, and make sure everything fits perfectly. Good. So hold down Alt and drag this one here and then scale it. Perfect. Hold down Alt and drag this one here. Sorry, made a mistake. Ctrl Z. Hold down Alt and drag this one here. Scale it. Perfect. Hold down Alt and drag this one here. Then scale it. Perfect. And same with this one. Okay. Sorry. Perfect. So all I then need to do is just hold down Alt and bring them here. Maybe I'll just I'll just Shift O for my artboard tool and duplicate this artboard so that, what's this saying? Okay, some of the layers are hidden or are locked rather. So I'm just going to on them. I'll open them and drag this one to the right hand side. Perfect. So now guys, why I did this is so that you see how it's created here, so that you have a file that sees how it's created here, because I'm going to delete the grid for this one and also the boxes. I'm going to delete the grid and the boxes. Okay, perfect. So for these other ones now, what I will do is I'll select all of them. I'll just centralize them or align them to the middle like this. Okay, and this one we can delete one of them so that we just have them like this. Perfect. So guys, these are the Fibonacci circles and this is the creation of them. I'm going to save this file so that you get access to it. So Fibonacci circles creation, save. So that if in case you get lost, you can just come to the original file and see how I created everything. Okay, so these are the circles which we are going to be using for our design, for our logo design. So that will be it for this lecture, and in the next lecture we're going to start creating logo marks with these circles. So that will be it for this one, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Hey, so that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. We post new videos every week covering topics in the fields of graphic design and illustration, motion graphics and video, branding, and more. If you want to support us and get access to exclusive benefits such as the project files we use in our classes, live chat with us, shoutouts, and more, consider becoming a patron on Patreon. You can join for as little as $3 a month, and the link to our Patreon page is in the description below. And if you want to take your learning to the next level, you can check out the complete course, of which this episode is a part of. And in the complete course, you get access to more than 10 hours of video lessons, project files and resources, class exercises, a Q&A section, a certificate of completion, and more. You can get the course for a special discount by using the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.